I'm sharing my screen. So we have seen that our table got created in our test instance, right? So in same way, like as Rohit asked me question, like what happens if we forget something and if something got wrong? So first thing is we will create a new update set and we will move. Okay, so that will change all the things. Like if your field is on the top and you want to make that down, so make the changes and captured in second update set and move that to test instance, so it will automatically reflect whatever that is in second update set. So, okay, and one more option which I have told about backout. So update set, so remember this is my test instance. This dev 753 is test instance where we have committed our update set. Sorry. Yeah, I am going to local update set here, and here you can see update set name and it is completed, because I have like actually it will be visible in this retrieved update set because we have retrieved, but it will be visible in local update set as well. So I am going opening this. Okay, and if you want to back out that, then I have this option to back out on the top. If I click on that, it will ask me for some permission. If I click on proceed to back out, I have clicked on that, it will back out those changes. See, you can see removed field, dropping table, it is doing all those things. So everything is completed. So I have backed out this table. And now you can see from this local update set, it has gone. But coming to retrieved update set, it will still be there. And you can see status. It was committed, but now it is backed out. But if you want to commit that again, so you can preview that and you can commit that again. Okay. So for now, I am, yeah, okay, just 1 minute. So let's see if table got backed out or not. So I am going to my this one, then last updated table. So here you can see there is no table which I have created ServiceNow training. This demo Chandra, these all things are created by Sharath, but after backing out, my table is missing. Like my update, my changes are missing from there. Okay. So this is the purpose of that backout. And I'm again going to that retrieve update set. And I am deleting it because I want to show you an example. So I am deleting that update set from retrieval option also. So now I am going back to my dev instance 11.11.4. This is my dev instance, and here I am creating one more update set. And example, I am like there was a requirement in the same story, but I forgot. And if there are like that is one scenario. And if I made some changes, but those were are wrong. If I have to capture something again, and if I want to move, so I will create a new update set, and I will give its name as yes, dash v1, because this is version 1, because older one was version 0, this is version 1. So I am again giving description like creating some name, some roll number field. So this I missed in previous update set, but in this I am creating this. So again I am going to submit and make current. Okay, so now you can see this one version 1.1, this one is now as your current update set. So now I am going to my tables. And here I had that I have the table which I have created, right? Yeah, ServiceNow training. and here I am going to my list layout, sorry, a layout. And by going here, I want to create a new field like example roll number, sorry, roll number. And I'm keeping that as a string. I am adding, and after saving it, it will appear on my form. Okay, so I am closing this. So now let's go to your update set again and check if that is getting captured or not in version 1. So I am again opening the version 1, scroll down. Here you can see form layout because we have made changes from form layout, and new label. What is new label? ServiceNow training dot roll number, and here dictionary also same. Okay, so we sometimes we don't example, you have done this at the same time, like you have captured something in your old update set and you have completed that, and some changes you have captured in update set 1. So what you will do, you will merge both the update sets. Okay, so how will you merge those? So here I am going the I am going to merge update set. Okay, here I am sorry, first I have to go back to here. I'm even completing this, like you can keep this completed or you can keep this in progress, doesn't matter. So I'm sorry, I'm going to merge update sets, and here their condition is in progress, but I am changing that to completed because my both version 0 and version 1 are completed. So this is for filtering purpose. Okay, so these are my two update sets. Okay, so it is not allowing when it is in complete, so I'm making this in progress, and I am making this also in progress. Sorry for confusion. So yes, so we have this one here. Select the update set you wish to filter below. So I am removing this default one. Okay, so I have only these two update sets here. Okay, so I am giving some, I'm using same one, I'm giving some name, and I'm giving as merge, and then I am clicking on this merge. So before that, in this user story 1 2 3 4 5 GC global, we have 21 changes, right? And in V1 we have 3 changes. So when we click, when we merge that, so our new merged update set will be third update set, and it will have 24, like first and a combination of first and second. So here you can see, you are sure you want to merge these two update sets, you will not be able to undo this action. So I'm clicking on OK. So it is it has merged, and you can see this is my new update set. I'm going back to local. So here is my new update set, and you can see there are 24 changes, 21 from version 0 and 3 from version 1. So instead of moving those two update sets, I can complete and I can export this single update set. So this is the concept of merging update sets in ServiceNow. So clear? So same, complete it, save it, export it, copy, export. Sorry. Here it is. So I am renaming it with new name. Okay. Okay, sorry, it got moved to some other place, I guess. Why is this removed? Okay, I am exporting again because it got removed. I don't know why. Yeah, sorry, that one was here only. So this is my new global merge one. So same thing, I am going to second my test instance and same again go there and retrieve. So I am now using merge instead of that global. Again upload. Sorry. So again, you can see when I upload that, it will be in load state. Just remember these steps. After that, you have to preview update set. And if it has any errors, it will throw you. Like we have 21 errors because we have backed out that thing, but some corruption, it got corrupted, right? So that is the thing. And what are the problems addressed? We will see that on bottom. Update set, preview problems. So what it is saying, dictionary ServiceNow training dot this name found a local update that is newer than this one. So because we have already backed out, but some corrupt file was left there. Okay, so it is asking us, like it is showing us found in local update set that is newer than this one. And we have this available options on the side, like we can compare with local update set. And here is one more thing, like local means your test instance thing, and remote update means your update set. So okay, so show local record, show local update, and you have accept remote update, you want to skip remote update, you can check based on your condition. Okay, so as here I am having this 21 errors same. So even if I accept this remote update set, it will not affect. So I am clicking, and I can click directly from here remote update set. And if I want to perform action for all, I have selected all, and I'm clicking from here this list, accept remote update. Yes, 20 ignored and one is remaining. So what is that one? Yeah, because they are showing only 20 records in one page, right? So here I'm going directly clicking on update remote update set, accept remote update set. So now you can see all the problems has been addressed. Click commit update set to continue. So okay, so I am clicking on commit update set. So now you can see my update set it committed. Let's go to tables again. Yeah, ServiceNow training is here again. Okay. So even my new field, that is roll number. So clear how we will capture in update set, like table, field got captured, how we move that to next instance, how we retrieve, how we back out that, and if any errors occurred, what are the steps we have, like our local update, like what is remote update. So is that clear? Any questions,
Yes,
Sharad,
sir.
Rohit, everyone?
No, we'll practice and we'll let you know if there are any.
Okay, yeah. And one more thing before we complete our class. So, like in real-time applications, let me open one thing. Okay, so for example, I am changing my application to agent workspace. Okay, and I am going to sys underscore user. And I am opening on, I am clicking on this, not this, I am will open incident dot list, incident dot form. Okay, sorry. Incident dot form. And you can see my agent works application is agent workspace, right? And sorry, why is this not working? So I'm going to this business rule. Yes. So whenever I'm opening that anything, so on the top you will see error message like this. What is this? This record is in global application, but agent workspace is current application. So what it means, like when I have created this business rule, my application was global, was set as global, and I have done development. But now your application is agent workspace. So it is showing us this error. So to edit, we have to click here. Okay. But even after that, you make any changes, it will get captured in your global application and its default update set. Okay. So just remember, if you are like, if this application is in global, so you have to keep your application in global and you have to create an update set within same application, so these changes will get captured. So in some other cases, if there is some code and which is in agent workspace application, and but you create an update set in global application, so it will not capture the changes, and in some cases it will capture, but when you move that update set to another instance like test instance, while previewing it will show you error, like it will show you that this changes was in global application, but you have captured that in agent workspace application, so it will not allow you to commit. Okay, so that will be the issue. So whenever there is something, first you can see application, what is the application name, so set your application in that and create your update set within that application, so changes will get captured properly. Okay. Clear?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, so that's all about update set, and this is how we move from one instance to another instance. And same update set which I have created in my development instance, first we will move to test instance, testing people will test that, and if they are okay, I will move that update set to UAT instance. If UAT people are okay, then I will move same developments, that same update set I will move to prod. Okay, and we will create update set only in development instance. We will not create in test instance, we will not create in stage, and in prod we will not even touch anything. Update set is far away, we will not even change a field label or anything directly in prod. Okay. Yeah, and one more thing before that, just last one. So I'm creating one more update set, and let me give name as 123 underscore GC underscore global, and I'm making this as current. Okay, so now again my update set got changed. So there are some things like for example, like I told you that we can't capture user record. So whenever you create any user, it will not capture by default, but you can capture that forcefully, and this forcefully capturing option is available from Paris version in ServiceNow. So how will you capture? So on every so okay, so we don't have that here. Okay, let me open one more thing. Incident.form. Okay, so I'm going to business rule, some business rule, and think if there is something which is already created, you have not created that, and example you forgot to capture in your update set, because this is the thing we face in starting 2-3 months. Like we will forget to create update set, and we will forget to close that update set, so this issue will occur. Okay, so if you forget to capture something, like you have created a business rule but you forgot to capture that in your update set, So how you can capture that forcefully? Do we have that option here? Okay, it is not even here. Let me see on SLA definitions. Okay, sorry, it is not visible. Actually, there should be an option on the bottom, like on the even users group. So like we have this related links, right? So same, you will have an option called as add to update set. Same, that blue color link, add to update set. You will have this link on the bottom. So whenever you click on that link, so your table or whatever record, that will get forcefully added to this current update set. Okay. I don't know that why that option is not showing here, but it will be available in real time. Not in real time. It should available on this dev also. Let me see in Sharat application, Sharat's dev. Here also I don't have. Discord. Okay, maybe my net is slow, but I will show you here. Add to update set. Let's take some images. Related link. Yeah, this one. So related link, add to update set. You will have this option on your record. If you click this one, that record will get captured in your update set. Even user record will get captured. Okay. So that is the purpose of this add to update set, and this option got added only from Paris version. Earlier it was not there. Okay, then we have that here. Let's see if we say something here. Okay, I will check that option, why it is not visible. But that option should appear on your form on the bottom on each and every page. So if you click on that, that should get forcefully added to your update set. And one more thing, while working with update set, but like update set looks very easy, but it can capture whatever you do on the form. Like example, you are like you got a task of creating a table or field, and you left your update set as current. Okay, and you forgot to change, and you are doing some practice, or you are running some code, you are changing some field up and down without like you forgot about update set, and if you are doing all those things, so all those things will get captured your update set, and all those will get moved to your test instance, and that will create a problem. So whenever you are working on update set, so keep in mind your update set is in current mode. And if you think you are done with development, or if you are taking break, like if you are going for a break, so just change your update set to default, and while coming back, change your update set directly from here, select this one, so it will directly get changed again, and you can start working. Okay, so just remember, whatever you do, that will get captured in update set. So like we are not habituated to this, right, for in the starting phase, so you will face this issue. Okay, so you will get problems in your test instance, stage instance, in starting 2 to 3 months, until you get understanding about update set. So clear about update set, or any queries?
Clear, Gautam.
Yeah. Okay, Rohit.
Yeah, I'm good for now.
Okay then. Okay, Sai Kiran, Sohail, you got this?
Yeah, it's clear.
Oh, okay. Okay then, guys, only this for today. Okay, mostly from tomorrow we will start small coding. Okay, we will continue that coding for next 15 days, and after that we will again go to configuration part and remaining stuff in service. Okay, and before that, as I told you in last week, please go through JavaScript in your w3schools.com. W3 School JavaScript, because if you go through this, that service now coding is very simple, but it will be easy for you to understand. Okay, so that is the purpose. But ServiceNow coding and JavaScript coding is totally different. They use just 20 to 30% of JavaScript. Like it will look similar, it will have similar functionality, but your code, like your definition of code will be little bit different. Okay, so you will find all a word like glide here in ServiceNow. Okay, that's all. So have a look on JavaScript before coming. At least what is get value and set value, you can try that, and what is a variable and how variable are defined. That is enough. Okay, yeah. Okay, then we will meet tomorrow at 10 a.m. and mostly I will upload this video today itself. Okay, bye bye. I'm done with today's class.